So I've always queued up with ER friends while playing ranked and haven't solo queued ranked since season 2. But I'm giving it another shot and we are going to get a feel for if solo queuing ranked is a viable way to climb and play the game. To start, I'm going to queue 15 solo queue matches, and from my plat 3 starting point, I want to see if after the games I've climbed, fallen, or stayed the same. So first game, I boot up pretty early in the day, and I get a few friends of the channel on my team. But for some reason, I'm in a mainly gold elo game, which I noticed earlier in the day. If I'm plat, I get gold lobbies, and later in the day, if I'm plat, I'll get diamond lobbies. So that's kind of how the solo queue matchmaking works. But yeah, the game starts off really good and we're balling out, and yeah, this happens. So with our first third party of the solo queue experience, we start the day off with a minus 24. In game 2, it's a similar vibe. And I ego and Aya 1v1 in the worst possible place to do so, and we go minus 3. So far, solo queue ranked has been tough. Then I get a team of Tomo Smile and Daddy Penguin, and they were really chill, but they were calming and pinging, and I felt like we all were on the same page and had a game plan, and here's how it went. But yeah, there's a moment where I'm positioned to go around the Wick team through red in school, but my team isn't, and that's so hard to convey with just pings and typing, and I think that's just one of the struggles of solo queue. They did say in future updates they are working on a more robust ping system, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. And this was a trend. You can ping your way to a good position, but in the end of the game, you just aren't coordinated enough to secure that win. But I got a very unique team comp with Vanya, Piolo, and Adriana, and we just really started to cook. And yeah, we won. My first solo queue win with this oddball comp. One thing I really love about this mid-plat elo is that people aren't bound by the meta. Starting off the season, I was in gold lobbies with all the top players working their way up, and it got really boring playing against Lennox, Hart, Estelle, Lennox, Estelle, AR, Aya, Hart. But okay, enough complaining. And speaking of complaining, I haven't witnessed much toxic behavior on the ladder yet. Outside of one dodge from someone on my team who picked John, I got into a game where both players wanted Aya. But yeah, we got a chef, and this game does not go well for me. I get popped on a team fight, then res, and our team just kind of spread out, and I die on TP, and then I get hard dove in the next fight. But luckily, our Aya clutches it out. But then we get held out by Wick team. I make it out, and then I get ran down. And, you know, somehow turning this into a positive LP gain game is just a blessing. But with every blessing, there's a curse. The next game, we were cooking. And then going into the final zone with Wick buff, we get a DC. Which is the worst timing ever for someone's game to die. Another heartbreaking second place for a game that I thought was definitely winnable. And 14 games later, I'm on my last game of my solo queue challenge. I started at around 3 p.m. and now it's close to 10. And I'm pretty tired, but we gotta end with a bang. And yeah, I did not plan on ending this with a win. It's just lucky timing. I don't plan these things, but that's kind of what solo queue is. Sometimes you just luck your way into a win. So the reveal. We started at plat 3, 72 RP, and we end at plat 2, 226 RP. That's about 430 RP, which is solid gains for solo queue, about 40 RP average a game. So I'd conclude, you can most definitely climb solo queuing. Will there be weird games and toxic people? Yeah, but that feels like the exception rather than the rule, like some other games. Maybe bronze, silver, and even lobbies ahead of me, like Immortal, maybe solo queuing isn't as viable. But what I've experienced so far in these gold, plat, and diamond lobbies, I would say solo queuing is definitely viable. So if you're thinking, do I queue up ranked even though I don't have a 3-stack? I'd say do it, especially if you're just starting out. There's nothing to lose. But I hope you liked this video. I had a lot of fun making it, something a little different. I'll see you in the next video though. Goodbye.